Now, sir, I want to ask you another important question, especially regarding cricket. Now, you have been playing cricket, you have been a cricket administrator. What is the advice that you can give to up-and-coming young cricketers, certain advices that you can give?
Well, the board should be more democratic, transparent. A lot of money is involved. The accusation that we have in this country is that we do not look after our finances properly, and everyone is questioned about it. Whoever who is appointed to the board of control is being questioned. Whether you are appointed by the government or whether you are elected by the people, in any case this questioning, it goes on and on and on. I think this should stop at some point or the other, because you are not pulling your weight towards cricket, but you are moving away from it. And I think the best thing is to be democratic in all this manner.
Another thing that I notice in your case, you call spade a spade. No hanky-panky business, very straight, very disciplined, and you call it a spade. So that's a very important factor, especially in a democratic country. Now, when you analyze and see that cricket, the standard of cricket today, especially the schools or the nursery, do you think that during your days, your time, and the present generation, is there a big difference in school cricket?
Oh yes, definitely. Those days it was Trinity College, St. Thomas's, Royal College, St. Joseph's, St. Peter's, a few Colombo schools, and one or two from the outstations. And unfortunately, even today, if you look into the cricket team, we have not got any from the north, we have not got any from the east. Or I leave them, Uva, no one. Anuradhapura district, no one. Kolonnaruwa, no one. Matale, no one. Kandy, we have two. Ratnapura, one or two. It is mainly Western Province and Southern Province. In other words, the international team that we had in 1996, where we won the World Cup, they consider only from 2 or 3 provinces out of the 9 provinces. So we have to make inroads to those places. I am sure very soon you are going to have very good cricketers from Jaffna and good cricketers from Jaffna. Now they are coming up very fast, and unlike the signal areas, I think they pick up very fast, and that's the way how we should go in. Now we must go into the other districts, we must go into the other provinces, and I think by doing that we can have another world side. I mean, I must say that our cricket team is excellent and wonderful, and the new boys who are coming out now, right, the older generation is fading away. Now the new generation is coming up, and the last cricket match that we saw and all that. So fantastic batting of some of the new boys who are coming up. And those who are 18, 19 years of age, I think they are superb compared to what it was during our time. Our time it is not so. We have to go into one of those leading clubs to get into. Today is not so.
I totally agree with you, sir. I can remember during the time that I was teaching at Nalanda, I was the prefect of games and the master in charge of cricket. Mr. Gunapal Vikramaratne, at that time my principal, one of the best principals that Sri Lanka produced. During his time, sir, believe me, that I had the opportunity of taking Nalanda team to play Jaffna schools.
Yeah.
We went and played against Hartley,
yes,
St. John's, Jaffna Central, and we saw some top cricketers there. So I feel that this is the time that we must again start playing with Northern Province, especially, and cricket should be a game that will be bonded with the community. Then of course we will have two friendly communities. That game is so interesting. Now we were talking about cricket so much. I think this is one important question that I must ask you. So what made you to take up to politics? Can you explain how it happened?
Yes. Our parents were all UNPers. When I went to the village, we used to be with the people. And in fact, we used to be in and out of their houses and all that. And whenever there was a single English letter coming to them, means that they must rush towards me and ask me how to reply these letters. And I thought that there we were now moving away from. Actually, my reason for joining the Sri Lanka Freedom Party was for a reason. It's not just nothing, you know, not to win elections. I found that every political party had a political policy, economic policy, social policy. All of them. LSSP, CP, Communist Party, then SLFP, and UNP, and all these political. They had only those three. But Mr. Bandaranaike came out with a thing called cultural policy.
Oh, right.
That is the fourth dimension that came in. And that became such a pull in the village. And all the changes in 1956, all the changes in 1952, 56, then even the 60s, and even today when we win, it is because of our cultural policy. Because Mahinda Rajapaksa is a down and out village product.
He's a villager, sir.
Village product. And out of the village comes here there's a leader that we have now. And we never expected Mahinda to come up so fast. In fact, I must say that the development of Mahinda Rajapaksa is fantastic compared to the development of Mrs. Chandrika Kumaratunga. Mrs. Chandrika Kumaratunga had all the everything behind him. But Mahinda had to start from scratch. As a young MP, being with the people, all those Janagosavas, he had a fight, he had a battle. And even at the last elections also, not when I say last year, not the one with Mr. Fonseca, but the earlier one also, it was a battle. Village versus the Colombo, they have coined a new word called Colombian now, versus the Colombians. Now this time also, the Colombians got together and got hold of this poor old man with this Fonseca and challenged Mahinda. But Mahinda was miles ahead. He is a man from the village, and we all who come from the village, we can't close our eyes behind it. There's a thing called in our Sinhalese and Buddhist way of life. There's a thing called Kalaguda Salakandode.
Gratitude.
Gratitude. That is something that we can never forget. Why we worship honoring the votary or worshiping the votary? Why? Gratitude. So therefore, whenever we went to the village, even this election last time, I found that Mahinda was getting the support, not only from every UNP voter file. If not, how can ULPT get 48,000 votes? Good Lord. Can't imagine. I just can't imagine, because the maximum I thought was 35. But here when he got this 48,000, I was wondering from where did he get the votes? It came from the UNP and the JVP. That is because Mahinda had that strong village background. And I now feel that anyone who is coming after this must have that village background.
I think you explained it so well, sir. I think we'll go for another short break, and after that we will come back again soon. Sir, as a veteran politician, you are a tower of inspiration to Our Excellency the President Mahinda Rajapaksa. What are the priority areas that you are covering for him?
I do agriculture, land, irrigation, water management. Those are subjects that I would like to, that I do now, and I cover those subjects. Now, I think we are very, very happy as farmers. The whole country supported Mahinda Rajapaksa, His Excellency, because of one thing, 350 rupee bag of fertilizer. Now he proposes for vegetable, for cultivations other than vegetables, in fact, other than tea, rubber and coconut, all other crops are to get 350. That's going to be wonderful and fantastic. If he does that, the entire farming society of this country, which is 78% of this country, will be 100% with this government. That is one thing that we requested, that we will also request him to do. Secondly, is that how to face this shortage of rice and paddy during October, November, December, January. Those are the 4 months. Other months, it's okay. October, November, December, January, those 4 months, we have a scheme. In fact, we have requested all paddy owners now to keep their stocks of paddy, about 10 bags of rice, or paddy rather, or 20 bags of paddy to cover those periods. Then we have asked the cooperatives to hold with them